Hello, hello, welcome back. This is Aluminum Tarot. It's a pleasure to have you here. We are going to be changing things up slightly for this particular series of readings. What we're going to do, because it is February, and of course this is the season of love, what we want to do is go into some love readings. I normally don't do these types of readings because I think that we've kind of commodified the love experience in today's modern society of fast food, escapades, if you want to call it that. I'm going to go ahead and look into, a bit more of a heartfelt message because this is the month of love. I do kind of like my cheesy holidays quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and see what's taking place for you in the romance department for this month. So we're going to look in for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of February 2025. I'm going to go ahead and pull cards from different decks. I'm going to have the Oracle deck. We're also going to talk a little bit about the next person coming into your life, whether or not this takes place during the holiday season or after or even before or currently. However it applies to you, that's the way it's going to apply. So we'll just leave it at that. So I'm just going to let the cards work their magic and we'll go from there. So ready? Let's begin. Aquarius. Aquarius, who's the next person coming into your life for the month of February 2025? Is the next romantic partnership that's coming into your life for the month of February 2025? Who's the next person coming to Aquarius's life romantically for the month of February 2025? Okay. Mutual energy. Oof. Aquarius' thoughts. Aquarius' person's thoughts. Aquarius' feelings. Aquarius' person's feelings. Aquarius' outward actions. And Aquarius' person's outward actions. So we have at the bottom of the deck the Eight of Cups. We'll explain that a bit later. I'm going to also pull, okay, there, I guess it comes out already. All right, so I'll take both of those cards. We'll go ahead and have a quick look at this, see what it means for the Aquarian collective. So what we have here, we talk a little bit about the Eight of Cups at the bottom. This is someone that you have walked away from. So this does indicate past energy or potentially something that happened in the past where you decided that you needed to walk away from a very toxic or difficult situation or relationship. Now we look into the mutual energy between yourself and the person in question, the person that is coming into your life. Maybe they're here, maybe they happened in the past a little bit, maybe they're going to be coming into the future, but we are looking future orientated here. So that way we can see who's coming in. Now, with this mutual energy, I do get an indication of codependency because we have the Nine of Cups here in the reverse. Maybe you've had to walk away from someone that you thought was a wish fulfillment, and necessarily you thought they gave you everything that you wanted in a person, but unfortunately it seems that that has not been the case. What I do want to warn about or caution about is that I don't want this to be like a codependent relationship where two people are feeling obliged to be in a cohabitation or, a tryst or liaison just because they're afraid of being single or afraid of being alone, which is strange because we do have in both sides here, we've got, the Nine of Pentacles for your thoughts, your energies, just wanting to be single, free, enjoy your own company and your own money and things of that nature. Let's clarify that. Yeah, so what I'm getting in your end is that in your thoughts is that you want to be free and single because in the past, like there was too much going on in your relationship, and after having to leave that relationship, there was a very difficult process of moving on into a new phase into your life. And so what you're doing now is kind of focusing on your pentacles at this moment, or the pleasures of the flesh, and just leaving it as such. But your freedom comes first, and that's one of the reasons why you've gotten into this mode of thought. With your person's thoughts, you have the King of Pentacles, which is a person who's focused solely on their work, their own abundance, and allowing themselves to become, rich in some ways. If I'm not mistaken, the reason why they're doing that is because of the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This can see kind of a fall from grace that took place in their work and professional life recently. So now they're trying to get back on track, or perhaps they're divorced or leaving. They have left a long-term relationship. And so in this particular case, you are looking at a scenario where a person's thoughts are solely on getting themselves back on track after this difficult feeling. I'm getting tower energy kind of from this reading, but what I want to do is focus mostly on, the love orientated thinking at this point. It doesn't seem like there's many thoughts that you have about each other. I mean, other than that, when it comes to relationships, I see that both of you kind of approach each other from a very pragmatic point of view as well. Now, feelings for each other, your feelings towards the relationship is that seems almost like it's a bit of a burden to enter into something long term. So I think you're looking for something a little bit light and airy, and not necessarily thinking down the road. It really just depends on how long you've been in this mode of thinking. What I'm getting is that, it feels burdensome to think about something that is long-term with anyone. However, with this one, you potentially could see the possibilities into the near future where, there could be a change for the better. I see that you don't want to get stuck into another relationship and get into another rut in your life. But what you also don't want to do is pass up an opportunity that could come through, and that, you're trying to see things from a different perspective based on this Wheel of Fortune and the Hangman, here, is that it's a burden for you to kind of change your mind about how you feel about different people when it comes to your approach towards entering a partnership or relationship. And, Aquarians are, there's the ethos of the Aquarian is that they're trying to be very logic and very thoughtful about the way they approach their life and the way they approach emotional subjects. So perhaps it could be simply that you feel that emotions are a burden. On another matter, there is the possibility that you could open up to this person. It's just you don't want to get hamstrung by the entire love possibility. With your person, they have the Five of Wands, clarified by the Queen of Swords. They are a no drama, no bullshit type person. And to be very honest with you, with the Five of Wands and the Queen of Swords, is that they want to get absolutely clear on the matter at hand. Any matters of the heart, especially when it comes to you, they want to make sure that there is no drama and no fuss attached to this relationship. They are still focusing on their own goals, their own ambitions, and anything that disrupts those, they want to make sure that is cut out swiftly and efficiently. So this is a very pragmatic, utilitarian type person who is not going to take any bullshit from anyone. Outward actions. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, clarified by the Three of Swords in the reverse. So what this talks about, this is the person, your outward actions towards this person is that basically, I'm getting a reticence. In one way, I see like a reticence that you don't have the confidence to approach this person because of your desire and a need to get over heartbreak from the past. Queen of Wands normally attracts what they want, and you feel like it's difficult to attract this person because you feel them holding back. I'll get into that in just a second. So the pain from the past is preventing you from moving forward into the future because the Three of Swords lingers over your mind. And so this person, you got the Three of Swords in the reverse. This person has the Strength and the Ten of Swords in the reverse, clarifying that strength. So they're holding back because they don't want another disaster. I think Taurus had a similar message in there where they had, basically they had the Tower reversed and they just wanted to avoid or, not get themselves into another sticky situation, for lack of better words. But with the Strength card, it's like this person knows that you're appealing, you're a very sensual person. With this Queen of Wands in the reverse, it could be like they kind of, you're not really sure they could potentially see you as promiscuous. I hope that's not the case. Usually the Queen of Wands doesn't have really any control over her sexual desire. She just kind of goes out and does her own thing and goes, pulling a Lily Phillips whenever she feels down and out about stuff. But we're not going to get into that subject because it does get a bit messy, no pun intended. We are looking at Strength and the Ten of Swords in reverse. They have just gotten over a very difficult situation as well. They want to avoid any disasters. And furthermore, with the Strength, it talks about them conquering their lower nature by making sure that they do not give in to desire and lust when the opportunity presents itself. So we have here in the Oracle deck, we have a personal issue reaches resolution and believe in the impossible. So when I get from the two of these cards is that when a personal issue reaches resolution, I think it's both of you trying to clear out the old karma from the past and believing in the impossible. Believing in the impossible. Excuse me for tripping over my words and falling down a flight of stairs on that. What we speak about is the desire and the ability to believe in the possibility of love. What I don't get a lot here are cups energy. I don't see many cups here at all. There are just two major arcana that are water related, which is the Hangman and the Moon. The Moon is in the reverse, the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So what I just want to kind of clarify with this type of reading is make sure that you're getting into this relationship for all of the right reasons and try not to do this as a way of coping with issues from the past. I'm going to pull one card from my Torino deck, Torino. And we have the Four of Diamonds here, which is the Four of Pentacles. And it's kind of like person holding back. That's normally the kind of energy I get from this. But going solely off of the energy, it's like there is a desire to offer your cup of love to someone, but it's like no one's really moving in this. These are all statues, firstly. But additionally, it can kind of indicate that holding back energy. Four of Diamonds. Is kind of like similar to the Four of Pentacles, so it's like a holding back energy, not really progressing or moving forward in that particular regard. So with this, what it's kind of a caution to say is that you'll have to open up, but in a way that's going to allow yourself to be fully authentic and not necessarily based on what can I get out of this situation or scenario. So I'm going to leave it there. This has been Aluminum Tarot. It's been a pleasure reading for you. Thanks so much for attending and hope that you got something from this, and I wish you the best of luck for the month of February, so that way hopefully you can have a good Valentine's Day or at least a good love season, and we'll get into that. And if you like what you see here, please just support the channel. I'm going to leave it there. Not sure if I'm doing personal readings anymore because I kind of need to focus on other stuff and just kind of cut down the fat of a lot of the stuff that I'm doing in my life at this moment. But just support the channel, give it likes, thumbs up, whatever you want. You can get me a super chat, whatever. Support the efforts here, and that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for joining, and until next time, love and light. Bye now.